Yo, what's up? This is your boy Z Energy coming to you live, and this is Tribal Talk. So we finna get into a brief discussion because this came up on a lot of different chapters of people that I have conversation with on a regular. They was wondering about soul ties. So let me get into this about the soul ties. Soul ties is dealing with the person that you have a relationship with. So when you having a relationship with somebody, it comes more than just energy. It comes sacred because the two gets more into the divine feminine energy. On occasionally, it's agreement between the two, so that life always uh stick and always be with you because the two have more understanding and agreement of future reference because the relationships come, it can get to the point where it can get rocky. It can come to the point where there's no understanding, there's no love there, but you still can have a tie to that person's heart because sometimes people can't move on because the emotions that you bring to the relationship actually still there. So you got to understand one thing: when you with somebody, your emotions attend to stick or sort of build energy with that person. So when you're in a relationship, all the energy is combined and it always will be there with that person. So the soul ties come in like this. It's like an agreement, it's like a contract. Um, it's sacred. It's a ritual when your body lay down with two people. When when you laying down with that person, you is actually bringing in the masculine energy into the divine female energy, which becomes a a bind. So the bind is the two that is on that sacred journey of understanding to elevate in that same universe, the same sacred road the two is trying to reach. But when the two have misunderstanding and zero off from each other, the energy is still gonna be there, whether you like it or not. So there are ways to get rid of that energy because sometimes people don't move on from this energy. They can't because the emotional attachment of the memories are still dwelling in your subconscious. And your subconscious is connected with that person's subconscious too as well. That's why the two always have emotional disturbance in between the love and the connection. So now, to understand your partner a little bit more, you must break all barriers in meaning doing whatever it takes to love that person. Sometimes it don't work out that way. Sometimes it do. It depends on uh the two love and the energy that you put into the relationship. That's number one. So let me bring up some of my banner. And we talking about soul ties. Now, the connection between the two is more platonic, it's more loving, it's more passionate, and the more defined it is because it could be marriage. And sometimes in marriage, people don't attend to get along with one and another. And sometimes marriage can last for 18 years. It depends. It could be 10, it could be less than that. But sometimes a person might not have love for you, but they still have feelings for you. The attachment comes from a person not putting in more energy into it. The more you pull out of the energy, the more the ties become broken, but the energy still is there. So you got to remember the energy is always still there. Emotions are attached. They are called energies. That's why energies do what they do. You are a magnet, she is a magnet. The two come together, pull together like a magnet. It's a defined force of energy, of the cosmic energy that's within inside of you that resonate with the two. That's why the cosmic energies always understand each other from the goal. All right. Now, to understand the soul ties, if you're willing to do the research and do the work, there are ways to separate it. One, understanding where the emotion dwells. There's going to be a lot of shadow work involvement as well. But when you come down to the base of the problem, there are rituals, there are spells to unlock these emotional attachments. Being a magician in the occult world is no different than somebody's being a teacher writing on a bulletin board. You are your own creator. You create your own lane. You create your own path, your thoughts, and the way your structure of your road goes. Now, the soul ties is deeper than what it's about. It's all about love. That's number one. It's all about finding the right love too. But dedicating yourself for hard work and slavery, to not get the right attention, to not get the right love, it separates the theory of you finding a better connection between the two. All right. Now, it can and it will redirect its way. Now, there are ways to separate the energy. Um, Raphael, the angel, specialize in the connection of helping and healing the wounded heart that's been broken and damaged. And there is the candle method with the two connected. There are so many different techniques out there. They are all possible, are very powerful to help. But you have to understand the thought of you putting in the work and the research and time to help activate and release this energy from your broken, miserable heart. No one should go through life being emotional disturbed, emotional stress, emotional anger at times because you dwelling on the past. We all have been there. We all have saw the light and we all been through the dark because the dark hurts. It really does. But the soul ties is definitely um something to get rid of out your stable because if you assume to have this connection, it's just like being connected to a Wi-Fi and your feelings will grow and keep growing until you do something about it, until you handle your own business. And I'm gonna keep this short. All right. Now, soul ties is definitely for people to understand their self, understand yourself, and understand your soul mate too as well, because both are working to the same goal, and the same goal is to love each other, cherish the time you spent on planet Earth. All right, because Nobody wants to be miserable. Nobody wants to grow without love. It's hard. It's very hard out here. Everybody want to be loved. Cat, dog, you name it. They all want to be loved. So there are the the seekers out there that's looking to destroy your relationship. You have to put boundaries on your house, on your connection with your spouse. Have a connection with your spouse. It's the only way to understand things in your direction, because y'all want to head into the right direction, not the wrong direction. Because there's a lot of competition out here. There's a lot of seekers looking to destroy what you have. And if you let the seekers destroy what you have, then there won't be no relationship there to have anymore. So redefine yourself, love yourself even more just by understanding the communication between the two. Um, you don't have to put a hold on your own your own situation of your relationship. Don't put a hold onto it. Allow it to grow. If it can't grow and don't work, don't beat yourself up trying to make it right. Okay? Make things right with yourself, love yourself, and other things will follow. There's more than one person out here in the sea to go to. There is a lot of beautiful women out here. There's a lot of men out here for women as well. And there's somebody out there for you. There's always somebody out there for you. But you will find that right connection if you understand yourself, loving yourself, and putting in the time and effort to realize how the world affects you consciously. Love is real. Love yourself, take care of yourself, and love yourself even more. Cause hey man, it's a dog world out here. Yo, this your boy Z Energy God, man. I'm out of here. Peace, man. Y'all stay love, man, for real.